And good morning to everyone. It is Thursday, April the 8th. Thunderstorms rolled through the area last night. The worst of the weather were in two locations. We had an area south in the southwest corner of Mississippi roll through, a little action there, and a couple places in north Mississippi that got a brief tornado warning. Other than that, it was some heavy rain. Definitely, as I mentioned last night when we went live, that this second weather event that we're going to have, which is tomorrow night, is going to be much worse for our area than that. You could start telling that the thunderstorms were not going to produce that much heavy action in the immediate area of the Meridian area, and that's what it did. We did get some rain, and like we needed that, right? We're going to get some more. Expect 2 to 5 inches on the way tomorrow night. We'll get into that in just a moment. Good morning. I hope your morning is starting out well. You've had a cup of coffee and you feel a little bit better. 68 right now. We'll get a high later today. Let me see what that high is going to be today. We're going to get right up to about 82. So we've got May-like weather today. It's going to be warm. We'll go to radar in just a moment to talk more about that. Some headlines, and of course, I hope you'll join us coming up at 8:30 as Candace will come back to me over in Asheville, North Carolina. That's usually a big place. I just posted this. They've a beauty shop. That's starting to be the big thing in town. Nashville's got the country music mural on the wall. Meridian just got that one of David downtown, if you remember seeing that one unveiled. But in North Carolina, as you look at this, they had one of Dolly there at a hair salon, and they have added RuPaul to this. That's a little different. Asheville, North Carolina. Big deal for that little town there. So that's a different scenery as you roll into town. RuPaul and Dolly. I just never would have put those two together. Yep, just didn't dawn on me. And other breaking news that is out this morning. You all remember Lance Armstrong, the guy that rode the bike, the cyclist guy who got into trouble over the drugs and stuff of taking things. His son has been arrested. He's been charged for sexually assaulting someone. He's 21, and this goes back to 2018. They're saying that he did something to a 16-year-old girl at a party in 2018. That's one of the stories that is breaking this morning across America. We'll have more on that coming up here in just a little while. Again, I hope your day has started out well and you're feeling great. Wanted to say good morning to Dwayne Bounds. How are you today? Also, Starla McNair is up. Linda Culpepper, along with Elmer Talbert. Good morning, watching. Thank you. Appreciate that. Phil Garrison is up. Good morning. Also, Sandy White is up stirring a little bit today, along with Alicia Fisher. Good morning to you. Debbie Irby, top of the morning to y'all. Same to you, girl. Also, Sylvia Stewart up today. Terry Ray, good morning. Enjoy today because it's going to be a rough ride tomorrow. Be safe. That is so true. Truer words have never been said. Good morning from Highway 25, driving through Louisville. Be careful there. Robin Morris, glad to have you along with us there. Milton Savelle said, did you say 2 to 5 inches of rain? Yes. We'll get into that coming in between Friday night and Saturday morning. A lot of rain on the way. Donna Roseman, good morning to you. Also, Randy Chu, good morning from Highway 39. Hope everything's good on your side of it. Daylight's breaking. It's going to be a beautiful day. Good morning from Polly Hall and also Les Alexander up. Good morning to y'all. Let's start things off by looking at radar, where the storm is now that rolled through last night, where it is, and then we'll get into what's coming over the next little bit. Let's pull up radar this morning and dive into this. We look to the west of Meridian first over near Jackson. We start seeing all this gray area. This is a dense fog advisory that is in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. So if you're in the Jackson, Mississippi area this morning past Vicksburg, anywhere on this western side of Mississippi down through Alexandria, Louisiana, and probably right up to just probably about 20 miles outside of Monroe. East of Monroe is where this begins there. That's until 9 o'clock. So be careful in those areas. We dive down, and also down in San Antonio, Corpus Christi area. If you're down there working this morning, you've got some fog also. Let's go to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As I mentioned last night, we had some areas right in here this storm that's over here to our east that rolled into Mississippi. And right in this corner here, we had some tornado warnings fire off for a few moments. A lot of rain south of Gulfport as you get out into the Gulf. Now, they've got a marine warning this morning, several storms occurring down here south of Hattiesburg out in the Gulf as well. And this moves up, and it's going to be coming back through the Pensacola area. Light showers as we look at the coast this morning here. in Pascagoula area there. Moss Point, y'all are getting some rain there. And Biloxi, a little bit also there. So be careful in those areas as we drive up through here and we take a look. Montgomery, Alabama, getting some light rain. And what's left in Mississippi? Let's go up past Louisville. This is where Louisville is. This is Highway 14, Noxapater. Y'all got a little bit of rain this morning, and this is drifting northeasterly, and it's going to climb right on east of Starkville in between Columbus there and out through West Point. Getting a little bit of rain this morning as it makes its way into Alabama out of there. Nothing serious at this point, so that's all good as we look at what's on tap. Let's back out and take a look at the big picture of what's going on across the United States, and basically it's it. Kansas City getting some remnants of this storm in Omaha as well. Our threat, again, will come in tomorrow night. As I said, that's when our stuff will come in, and we'll look at that in just a moment here and get a good look at that and see how it is. As we go to, let me pull this back up. Let's go to Biloxi here where I mentioned it was raining just a moment ago. Let me pull this back up. I got too many buttons open. As we look at this from the lighthouse in Biloxi this morning, as you see the light rain coming down on 90 there on the Mississippi Gulf Coast as daylight is trying to break. As the light goes dim, we can see that rain is there. So conditions there. All right, let's turn and go to the National Weather Service this morning and talk a little bit about what they have. As we go back up on this day, it was 1946, as we look at weather histories, that it was 89 degrees, a warm day back then. Our coldest day on record for this was 1990. It was 31 degrees on this date back in April of 90. Woo, been a little while. All right, as we go to our next, this is what we've got today. Showers early, and this will be ending, as the National Weather Service tells us. 80% chance of showers today before 8 a.m., and then a slight chance, and it's just a smidgen in between 8 and 11. Don't put a lot of thought into that. High of 82, very gusty today. But we've got those rain chances through about 8, and chance of a sprinkle in between there and 11 o'clock, and then it's out. Tonight we'll get down to 60. As we go to tomorrow, 30% chance of showers during the daytime and a high of 82. And we'll come back to that as we get in here and take a deeper look at what's coming. As we jump across the state line, pretty much the same things, a chance of light showers early, and they're expecting this eastern side of Alabama over here by Auburn to get some of this remnants of what came through. So Demopolis, York, Alabama, y'all are going to get about 81 degrees, as well as Livingston, our neighbors to our east there. As we look at this, flash flooding is possible Friday night. This is what's coming in here. And expected 2 to 5 inches of rain with this. Friday night, early Saturday morning. And we're all in this area here of a limited threat with flash flooding. So a lot of rain is expected. Now, let's go ahead and jump to this. They've bumped this up to an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow night. We'll go into my radar in a minute here and show you the big picture of what we've got on this. It's going to stretch from Dallas, Texas to just east of Meridian, but we're expected to get a lot worse weather than we did last night. So it'll be a different situation to pay attention to. It means severe storms are going to be likely, damaging winds with this up to 70 miles an hour, and we could get large hail up to baseball-size hail. Now, that's pretty big, baseball-size hail. Let's hope that doesn't happen. That does a lot of damage to cars. And if you've ever followed any of these guys that chase weather, it tears cars up. With this, it does make tornadoes possible as we move into this risk 3. As we jump across that Alabama line and look at what they're putting this as, at first, the first part of Friday, they listed as a 2, and then as you'll see here, the Demopolis, Alabama area that all joins Livingston that joins us here on the east side of Mississippi is an enhanced risk. They jumped that to a 3, and then Tuscaloosa area, they downgraded through there. But Mississippi is going to be the line there of where it all happens, and we'll dig deeper into that in just a moment there. We'll come back to the weather forecast there in just a moment of the extended thing. So pay attention in between now and then. This is a little bit higher risk than what we had earlier. I don't want this one overlooked by any means. Not that we should have overlooked last night, but it just didn't show the probability of being severe weather like what is coming tomorrow night. So take heed on this. Be prepared on this as it becomes late in the evening tomorrow. We'll be in a whole different ball game of what's going to be going on. So We'll come back to that in just a moment and give you your extended forecast of what we think is going to be coming up in the next 7 days, those temperatures and all to be prepared. As we head to the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, if you hadn't been by in a while, if you've got ants in the yard, yeah, they're the folks to go see. They got all kinds of repellent to get rid of snakes and stuff. Perfect to get rid of those. And if you're working on your yard, then you need some yard decorations. Well, the Farm Supply's got that. From cactuses to chickens, you've seen these before. And look at those great birdhouses. Those are real popular. The Farm Supply well, we got goats too. Didn't mean to leave them off. If you're looking for plants, they've got plenty of those, from hanging plants. They're gorgeous. You can get them put in the ground, put it all around your sidewalk on your home. And as we get ready for gardens, they've got all of this already here for vegetables, if you're looking for that. If you're looking for the great purple plants that I do not know the name of, yep, Farm Supply's got them. Hanging plants, ferns, and a whole lot more, including fruit trees. As I mentioned, sod also, as you try to repair your yard and get it ready for this year. They've got centipede and St. Augustine grass available there. Cover about 500 square feet there per roll. $135 for a pallet for the centipede and $180 for the St. Augustine. Get your yard looking better. This is what I was talking about, the repellent and things to get rid of snakes. If you've got any type of ants in your yard, they've got ant killer to put on this. Nothing worse than your grandkids or your kids getting in this and getting bit. Hurts the little fellas. So get that taken care of. Disinfectant, whole lot more there. Boots, if you need a great pair of boots to keep your feet dry, you might need that tomorrow night. Farm Supply's got those, some of those Georgia marshlands. A great deal at $99. Can't beat that. And, of course, all you feed, seed, and things for your horses and cattle, you feed, they've got it, along with guns and ammo. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply. It is exit 151 off the interstate. Great folks to go visit and get anything that you might be looking for your farm, your home. They've got it for your garden. All right, let's go back now over to radar and take a look at this. And let's go into our severe weather mode for today as we pull up today and take a look and back out. It looks as though we're going to have these showers to the east of Meridian, a chance of light showers right here. But that heavier rain will lie to our east here through Montgomery, Columbus, Macon, Georgia, all the way up through Charleston, West Virginia, and on up to Toledo, Ohio. All right, let's go back and now let's get into tomorrow of what we're looking for of severe weather. Let's turn today off and go to day 2. This is what's coming for us. This area of severe weather is going to stretch from Dallas straight through Shreveport, through Jackson, and through the Meridian area. And this is the area that we're going to be concerned with tomorrow night. And this darker color here is where that fog advisory is today, if you're wondering why that's a little bit different colored. But that dense fog advisory over toward Jackson. We turn on locations to take a look at what to expect tomorrow night. This, as I mentioned, as we cross that state line, y'all are involved in this. Choctaw County over near Butler, all of our areas through here, Gilberttown, y'all are in this. And Livingston, Alabama, all the way up through Utah will be involved in this. We're at a 3 category there. All of these areas here, we back out to look at this. Lauderdale, all the way up through Columbus is where this will go, and then cut back through the Mississippi Delta, and then go back into Arkansas, back over to Texas. So this is the upscale version. This is a 2 for the Gulfport, Mobile area over to Tuscaloosa. Meridian back to Jackson, all through here is a 3 for tomorrow. Let me show you the big screen of how that looks like that. Nashville is a 1, a marginal area for light rain in those areas tomorrow night. But of the bad weather, it looks like it's going to be focusing on Mississippi and through central Louisiana tomorrow night. So we'll be prepared as this comes and gets near us. So we'll watch it very carefully. Now let's look at day 3 to make sure that we don't have anything else coming in on Sunday, and let's change that and pull that back up. And this is the area coming up on Sunday that is forecasted for severe weather. It's going to be to the east of us, maybe some light rain through here as we go south of Lauderdale County, taking in Wayne and most of Lauderdale County, but you'll get over into Montgomery, Alabama, and eastern Alabama and Georgia for severe weather on Saturday after it goes through here Friday night. So a silver lining, it'll be moving out of our area and going east is what we've got there. So pay attention to tomorrow night. A serious weather event on our way. We don't want to overlook it. All right, let's go back now and pull up our 7-day forecast and look and see where we are on this. As we look to today, we're looking at 80 to 81 for a high, 40% chance of thunderstorms during that. As we go into those overnight hours, 80% chance of rain here in between Friday and Saturday in those nighttime hours. As we go into Sunday, down to a 10% chance of showers. Same thing on Monday. We'll be warm here, and as you'll see as we get into Wednesday, temperatures start, well, dropping a little bit from those upper 80s to the low 70s. We jump ahead here. We get into the 60-degree weather once again, and this goes back to maybe some of that weather we had back in February. We'll get low upper 60s there, not really getting over 70 until we get back to about the 22nd, toward that end of the month. So we got a week of cooler weather coming up at the end of next week, so be prepared for that. A little bit different there. You'll have to dig out a jacket a few of those mornings as you get ready, as we'll get some lows back into the 40s. So it'll be nippy as that comes about. But today, again, it will be some warm weather out there. As we turn to talk about grass, that's happening also. Freeman Tractor, have you been by and visited them lately? Coleslaw Buttermilk are there to help you there. Coleslaw Buttermilk, they've got lawnmowers for you, and if you haven't been by to check them out, they have new shipments coming in just about every week. They're moving so fast. So it's Exmark mowers. $29.99 is that starting price there. If you've never owned a zero turn in your life, go by and visit them. I think you'll like this. Cuts your grass time in about half of the time. And, of course, I see a lot of folks using the Skag brand as well. Very nice, comfortable, hold a little bit more fuel than most lawnmowers will. Cuts your grass time down big time. You don't have to stop and go back to the house to get more gas. $46.99 is that entry-level mower there with a Skag. Great mowers. Different styles to choose from. New tractors are getting ready to roll in this week as well. They've been moving. If you need a LS tractor, they've got the four-wheel drives. You can get the attachments as well as that bush hog for the front there. Galvanized components now. If you need a bat wing, if you're looking for a 5 or 6 foot bush hog, they have those. Disc, we've got forks, and also the Benchy that are made out in Texas. If you're looking for an ATV that you can order with cab and air conditioning to work the cows or be in the forestry, they got them. 550s, 750s, any color. They come with winches. They're handy to have. That's Freeman Tractor. See them today. They'll help you out there. See Coleslaw Buttermilk. They're there to serve you and get you taken care of today. As we say, let me see here. I had some more good mornings I wanted to mention there. Polly Hall, good morning to you. Hope your day is well also. Les Alexander, good morning. Betty Uten, I believe. Good morning. Been at work since 5 at Rush Hospital. Woo, you got up early. You were there at 5. You had to get up at, what, about 4? Get rolling? Janice Bounds, good morning to you. Brandy Guess is up. Good morning from Philadelphia. All is good there. That's great to know. John Knight, good morning to you. And Charlie Wiggins, good morning to you as well. Let's see. Andrew Dabbs is up. Morning, folks. Charlie Wiggins is stirring today. Martis Marshall, good morning. Scotty Ray. And thanks for keeping us safe. Bruce Aiken is up watching this morning also. Now, I'll be back in just a little while as Candace will join me, and we'll get into more of your news stories and talk more about weather as well. That comes up at 8:30 as we begin this Thursday. Rain will be slowly easing out of the area, which we will like there. 80% as we recap here through 8 a.m., and we got about an hour and 10 minutes on that. Radar's not picking up anything, but we got slight chances of some sprinkles in between now and 11 o'clock. High of 82. We will be gusty again today, drying out some of that rain that came through last night. 20-mile-an-hour gust down to 60 tonight. 30% chance, and let's do the breakdown of tomorrow to let you know how this works. 30% chance of showers from 11 until 1 tomorrow. Then the showers and thunderstorms after 1 o'clock. Some of them could be severe. High of 82 tomorrow. Still gusty. We roll into tomorrow night, and that rain chance when we become about dark 30 increases to a 90% chance. Possible thunderstorms after 7 o'clock. Some of those are going to be severe. So we're expecting 7 p.m. on for that weather to start moving in. As we jump to Saturday, 80% chance of showers. Should end by about 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. If you've got something planned that you're doing on Saturday, should end by about 4 o'clock there. And again, gusty with a high of 79. As we get into Sunday, it's going to be nice to go to church. Sunshine and 76. And we won't have any problems there on Sunday. So great news ahead of us as we head toward the weekend and get past this weather event tomorrow night. Again, I'll be back here in just a little while. Thank each and every one of you for joining me today. I hope your day is wonderful and you have a great start to it now. I'll see you in just a little while as Candace joins me at 8:30 this morning here with Scotty Ray's Weather. Thank y'all so much.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by